Hello everyone, my name is Robert and I make Call of Duty World at War videos and post them onto the internet, and so far the people that have commented seem to like them, so I'm going to keep doing it. And today I've got some, I think this is Mercenary Team Deathmatch or Team Deathmatch, I'm not sure. But this game I'll be using the Mosin-Nagant bolt action rifle with a bayonet. The perks, I think the Satchel Charge is stopping power and extreme conditioning. Look at this, Juggernaut. Not him, it's like I'm the Juggernaut. I'm just running towards him with my bayonet outstretched, like ah. But yeah, this game is probably the best game I've uploaded onto YouTube ever, because I have a pretty decent final score. I think I also don't get any dogs in this game as well, which was an absolute added bonus. Which means I got loads of kills without my dogs, which is pretty cool. On the contrary, I did get several deaths, but that's okay. I don't really care about getting deaths as long as I get like 9 or less deaths in a game and like 20 or more kills. I think I've done something right, and I like to post those kinds of games up onto YouTube, because I just think that they're pretty exciting, and especially since I'm using a bolt action rifle and I'm not camping, I think that's pretty good. And so in this game I was playing on, as you can see, I'm playing on roundhouse, which has 2 tanks on it, which is why I picked this class, because it has satchel charges on it. It doesn't have sticky nades because, I mean, I think at the time of making, oh look at this, I don't understand how I didn't hit him, but anyway, at the time of making this, I'd completely given up on sticky grenades because they were failing so many times. Like, there was one incident, the guy must have been using flak jacket, but I stuck him with a sticky nade and he didn't die, and I was like, okay, screw this, these things are so shit. But I've disagreed with myself. They've started to do really well. Like, against the tank, they're actually brilliant, because if you stick it onto a part, like, have you ever seen this instant where on a tank you will see like armor fly off it if you stick a satchel charge to the front of it and the armor flies off it? If you stick the sticky nade to that bit with the armor, it does a lot. That bit without the armor, it does a lot of damage. So that's why I've started using. That's why you've got to use them on your tank classes, because the frags are useless against tanks. Molotovs are pretty good against tanks, but sticky nades are your best bet when fighting tanks. In terms of tips I can give on this game, what I'm doing right there is completely wrong. I shouldn't be rushing them because I have a bolt action rifle. For all I know, they could have all been Jug MP40 and I would have found myself in a right old mess. But they weren't. One of them was, and he was the guy who took me out. And in terms of tips, you want to be semi-aggressive with a bolt action rifle. You don't want to like rush in blindly with no game plan. You got to have an idea of what you're going to do. And in terms of killing with one, you'll notice that unlike in Modern Warfare 2, if your crosshairs is over them when you shoot them, even if they're moving to the left in Modern Warfare 2, you will pretty much always kill them, unless it's obviously a hit marker. But in this game, you have to lead your target a bit, and you just want to aim not too much in front of the target, not so much as like you're bound to miss. Like, you want to aim just a little bit in front, like you'll see here, just a little bit in front, not too much. You don't need too much. And that's pretty much how you kill people moving to the side, like there as well. I waited for him to come just before the crosshair, and so I did. I waited for him when he just come just before the crosshair. He didn't change direction, so I was obviously going to get the kill. And obviously in tight situations you want to keep your cool and don't lose it. Just keep doing what you're doing, because if you keep cool, keep focused, you're bound to do well. I don't know what this guy was actually trying to do. He stopped firing. He must have thought, oh, I've killed him, let's move on, but he didn't. But I get killed anyway by some other MP40 guy. This game wasn't too bad in terms of MP40s though, because there weren't too many of them. Like, a bad game is always going to happen if the entire team is using an MP40 on something like, I don't know, it's a good example. Oh, look at this. This is the Jug MP40 Last Stand. Gay combo. Satchel Charge throw fail right there as well. But yeah, on a map like Dome and everyone's using like Jug MP40 with dual mags and just not aiming down their sights at all, you're not going to get a very good game unless you're using a Jug MP40 and not aiming down the sights at all. And here I'm trying to blow up the tank. I don't know how it survived. Usually the tanks die after 2 satchel charges. I think it's maybe because I didn't have fireworks on. But the guy abandons the tank. That isn't him. I thought that was a pretty cool snipe. I think that's him over there. So I'm currently going 21 and something. So already this is a good game. I just got to not die. And I don't know how this guy didn't see me. Oh, well, he did. But I don't actually take him out. I don't understand the logic behind that, but oh well. And for some reason I pick up this MP40 and I don't actually think it does much good for me. I think it probably gets 1 kill. That's about it. It gets about 1 kill. That's not many kills for a gun of its caliber. My Mosin-Nagant does most of the work in this game. In terms of tips for the Bayonet, I don't know really what tips I could give you with the Bayonet, except for when you're trying to take out dogs, the best thing to do is crouch and not move, let the dogs come to you, and just before they lunge, outstretch your Bayonet and it should kill them. If it doesn't, you've got something going on with your connection. Yeah, that's all I can really give in terms of tips for the Bayonet. What else haven't I covered? I think I've covered everything now. In terms of frags, I'm just trying to cover all the things I've got in this video. In terms of frags, like there, I probably should have cooked that grenade. I got the kill anyway because he was obviously a noob, and that's probably the 1 MP40 kill I get. Oh no, I don't get any others. Because that guy has gas mask on and I have stopping power on, and he has a weaker submachine gun than me. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So that's all really. As you can see, I'm doing pretty well already. I haven't yet got my dogs, but my artillery gets me like loads of kills in this, but I die before the artillery comes into action. So maybe if I was a bit more patient in this game, I could have got my dogs. But anyway, that's the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed. 29 and 8 was the final score, and see you guys some other time.